Mike McCoy here. Today let's recap 2017. 2017 is a pretty good year for me and Mother. We got to do a little loafering, riding a motorcycle. Somebody on Facebook said, "What's the best thing about 2017?" And I wrote, "I didn't die." I guess that disappoints some of the people I know, but it's one of the big events in my life. But had a good year this year. Hope to have a good year in 2018. Got to go sometime in January, the 23rd, I think, and have a body scan and meet with my cancer doctor and get shot and blood tucked and all that stuff. I hope it'll be all right. I believe it does for a feel good. So we'll go from there. I believe the dandelion root teas are working. I don't know, and the pills and the shots and everything else. But yeah, we had a good year. And didn't have no major mishaps. Just normal breakdowns and stuff. I can't remember if we rebuilt that Cummins motor this year or last. We rebuilt it sometime. I hate it anyway. I mean, it don't really get along, but there you go. I've got it doing pretty good now. It ain't just drinking fuel like it was. And it makes a good chip. So, old sawmills held together. Had several good orders, a lot of good customers. One or two bad ones, but I mean that just goes along with it, you know. These horse people, they get on my nerves a little bit. They'll buy this sawdust, one right across the hill from us. So we was gonna do this gangbusters, and they got in debt to me for $75, and I ain't seen them, and I called them and told them we needed to get level before the first of the year. Oh, I'll be right over there. Well, they've got, what, 13 hours? And I don't believe they're going to make it today. If they do, it'll surprise me. But that'll be all right, too. I mean, they can give $1 million for a horse farm, can't give $75 for a load of dust. Makes you kind of wonder about their finances, don't it? But they'll be all right, I guess. They ain't getting no more sawdust. And I ain't beat out of no lumber this year, don't think. One feller called me back and said some of that lumber that we sold you is defective, and I said, well, just bring it back and we'll make it good. And I ain't heard from them, so I know what they're trying to do. They needed a little bit more lumber and probably didn't have enough money to buy it, if truth is known, but that really ain't my problem. Got to meet Logger Wade, July. That was a big deal. Met him, met Stevie, met Logger Wade and his mom and daddy. Logger Wade's mom and daddy's fine people. They really impressed me. His dad especially, me and him talked a long time there, and he knows how to sawmill. There ain't no two ways about that. And he's got a nice operation there. I like the way they do things. Got to meet them, and then got to go to Paul Bunyan and meet everybody. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully I'll get to go next year. Nothing don't happen. We'll try, you know. Never know. I don't make no big plans. If I can make it within 2 or 3 months of the date, I'll start thinking about it. But this cancer, who knows? I mean, it just might spring up like a steel trap at any minute. Hopefully it won't. But have a little excitement here down below me. My neighbor got robbed. And you know, he knowed who robbed him. Got most of his stuff back. He had to buy it back, but he got it back. And knowed where the rest of his stuff was. Called the law. Told them where it was and everything. They can't help him. I don't understand that, you know. I thought we had laws against stealing and stuff, but evidently we don't, or I don't know. You know, people say, well, I'll catch somebody stealing, I'll just shoot them. Well, you can't shoot somebody for stealing a chainsaw or 5 gallons of gas or something. If you do, they're going to put your ass in jail. It's just that simple. You've got to be in fear for your life. And these thieves know that. I mean, they come in on that board like 2:30 in the morning. And he's got a long driveway, and I mean, to have enough nerve to do that's kind of scary. And the law not to be able to do no more than what they do. That's troubling to me. You know, I thought that they could do more, but evidently, you know, maybe his word ain't good enough for him. I don't know. And another guy that I know, a real good friend, he got robbed a few years ago, and they stole a bunch of his guns, and he called the law. They told him, said, well, just go to all these pawn shops, and if you see one of your guns, said, call it. He said, well, can you get it back if I do? He said, we'll try. They wouldn't even promise me. You know, I thought that was the law's job to do stuff like that, but evidently I'm wrong. And most people's got insurance on that, and they just turn it in and call it a better day, I imagine. I don't know. But that is kind of troubling. Somebody can just come in on you and steal your stuff, and ain't a whole lot you can do about it. But it'll be all right. He's calmed down now. Got him a game camera. He said now I'll show him a picture of who stole it, but I doubt it'll do any better. I said, what are you going to do if they steal your camera? He said, I hadn't thought of that. And I keep a camera out here at the garage. You know, it does deter the thieves a little bit, I think. But dope and stuff's pretty bad around here, and these meth heads, and they get to wanting that stuff, they get brave, you know. But anyway, enough of that. And nothing super big happened this year. I mean, just pretty much a normal year. Me and Mother stayed reasonably healthy. I mean, even me, I ain't been sick. I had a cold. Swore up and down I was going to die of it, but I always do every time I get a cold. I'm not real tough when it comes to being sick. I like to be petted. Now Mother, on the other hand, she gets sick, she goes in there and goes to bed, and it don't even pay to open my door and look at her. But that's just the difference in me and her. And we got to ride an old bike. Not a whole lot, but a pretty good bit, and I really enjoy that. That motorcycle is as good a therapy as anything I ever sat down on. Your troubles seem to just sort of leave you, and you're on it for you having to concentrate on driving the bike, you know. And I like it. I like the wind in my face. There's just something about a motorcycle I really like. And hopefully next year we'll get to ride it some too. I thought about selling it this spring, but I've about changed my mind on that. And grand young'uns are growing. Really proud of my two little granddaughters. They're doing good. My boy, he's doing good in his job. He was having to drive like 75 miles one way to work and back every day. And he switched jobs, and now when he does drive, he gets paid mileage, but he does have to stay away from home. It's like 4 days a week. But he gets meals and mileage and stuff, and he makes way more money. And it's a good job. It's just away from home, and I can understand him not liking being away from his family. I wouldn't either. But in this area right here, if you get a job that pays over $20 an hour, you're going to have to travel. It's just that simple, unless you've got some kind of big degree or something. There just are no jobs. It's all tourist stuff. There's some breweries around. I don't think they pay all that great. And Mission St. Joseph Hospital, I think they're the biggest employer in Buncombe County. And like if you're a nurse or a doctor or something, you make good money. But just like a work hand there, I don't think they make about $12, $14 there. But I don't know, they might make more. But it's hard to find a good job in this area. There's very little manufacturing jobs, and the boys that work for the light companies, they make pretty good. And if you ain't got some kind of big degree or something other anymore, it's hard to find a good job. But price of land and everything's coming back up around here. My boy, he's talking about building a spec house. And I don't know if he will or not. I think he wants me to do all the legwork and him get all the money. That's the way it usually works, you know. But that's something to think about. And I'll help him if I can. Me and him pretty tight. I've got that place over on Laurel, and we've debated selling it. And if you sell it, you're just gonna get one chunk of money. I mean, that's it. But now if you cut it up into some lots, you could probably double or triple your money, really. And that's probably what we'll do, or what he'll do. It's, you know, just something to think about. And I'll probably cut out another log house or two. The guy that I cut them out for me and him was talking about it the other night. He said, I don't really need it, but I think I'll get you to cut me one out. So he's looking ahead. And I don't blame him. I would too. And we've had enough orders to keep us busy. I mean, do all I want to do. I get tired real easy. This medicine just wears me out. And I really do better in the winter than I do the summer. For real hot weather, just kills me. But I guess that's enough for a little visit here at on top of the hill at the McCoys. All's pretty good. Can't complain. And we'll probably see you guys next year. Bye.